At the beginning of the story, we see an island situated in the middle of the sea where a couple named Beth and Harry came to visit. Actually, they were newly married and they chose this place to make their honeymoon adventurous and memorable. This place was completely deserted and no human lived here. We see that Beth and Harry were very happy to come here because they were going to stay here for a full 10 days. A man named Jackson came to drop them here, who picked up all their luggage from the boat and kept it there, and before leaving, he said that if you want to come back before 10 days, then call on this satellite phone anytime. I will reach here to pick you up. Saying this, Jackson left from there. Beth was recording everything in her camera from the beginning, so that she could make every moment spent here memorable. Both of them were very happy to come here because there was no one to disturb them here, and for 10 days they were the owners of this entire island. Then, after a while, both of them started swimming and spent many hours swimming. Later, they returned to the beach and started getting intimate there. After a while, when they opened their eyes, they saw that someone's footprints had passed by them. Both of them felt a little strange seeing this, after which they started following those footprints towards the forest. But on reaching there, the footprints suddenly disappeared. Now, because there was no one else there except them, they were finding it very strange that how those footprints came here. But then after a while, both of them ignored this and returned and started making their tent there. Then, at night, Harry went to the forest to find wood to light a fire, where he saw some bones, seeing which he was unable to understand whether these bones were of a human or an animal, and then he felt something strange. But on looking around, there was no one there, after which he came back with wood. Further, both of them eat food and talk a lot. Then Harry shows those bones to Beth and says that, "I found these bones in the forest." Then Beth says on seeing those bones that maybe this is a human or an animal. The bones could be of a big animal, but both of them still had doubts about whose bones these were. Beth was still thinking about this when Harry started talking about something else, after which both of them ignored this too. Then, after a while, it became dark, and both of them went to sleep in their tent. And after being intimate for some time, both of them fell asleep. But then, in the middle of the night, they heard some movement outside. When Harry got up and looked outside, there was no one there. Then, Beth said that maybe this sound is coming from a tree due to the wind, after which both of them went to sleep again. Then, the next day in the morning, Harry goes for swimming, but then Beth calls him and tells him that someone has hung their clothes on the tree. Seeing this, both of them start thinking that who else could be here apart from them. After which, both of them go to the forest again and start looking, but even after searching for a long time, they do not find anyone there. That is why they come back and think that maybe this could be the work of a monkey who hung their clothes on the tree. After which, both of them went to the sea and started fishing. During this, Harry was about to step on a fish when Beth stops him and picks up the fish and tells him that it is a stonefish whose thorns are so poisonous that if your foot gets stuck on it, you would have died within half an hour. Hearing this, Harry gets a little scared, after which both of them start fishing again. After a while, when both of them come out of the water, then suddenly they hear someone crying inside the forest. Both of them follow that voice and go inside the forest, and then after moving a little further, they see a small house there which looked broken and very old. Seeing this, both of them feel very strange that how can there be someone's house here? After which they go inside that house to check it and see that there was a bed and some stuff kept there. All the things looked very old and scary. Then Beth came out in fear, but Harry went further inside that house. He saw another room there, which was very small. There was a drawing on the wall in which a girl was killing a man with a spear. Harry found all this very strange, and then on Beth's call, he came out of that house. Then Beth shows him a place where someone was buried. A wooden cross was placed on it, on which the name Coral was written. Now both of them start wondering after seeing this that whose grave is this? And how would this girl have reached this island? And then we see that someone was secretly keeping an eye on them. Later, both of them returned to their tent, but the same thoughts were still going on in their mind, after which Beth started watching the recording of her camera, and she asked Harry to see it too. Both of them were happy after seeing their recording, but then suddenly they saw a recording, which they had not shot themselves. Actually, when they were sleeping, someone had recorded their private video, after seeing which they were completely convinced that there is someone else present here apart from them. Beth gets very scared and starts talking about leaving from here. But then Harry explained to her that there is nothing to be afraid of in this. It can also be someone's prank. Who knows, someone might have come here at night and recorded our sleeping video and gone. But Beth does not listen to him and says that this island is completely deserted, and there is no one here except us. So how is it possible that someone comes here at night? Then Harry hugs her because she was very scared, after which he tells her that someone is there. He makes her mood better by explaining it to her. After a while, both of them forget everything and start having fun again. But then suddenly, they hear the sound of a bullet being fired. They go to the beach and see that there are two men on a boat in the sea who are catching big fish by firing. Seeing them, they understand that this island is not completely deserted, because if these people are catching fish here, then there can be other people here apart from them, after which they return to their tent. After a while, it becomes night, and Beth and Harry were still in the tent. They were talking about leaving from here when they hear someone screaming, and this sound is coming from inside that old house. Both of them get scared after hearing such a terrifying sound. After which, asking Beth to stay in that tent, Harry starts going towards that house. He was feeling very scared there, but as soon as he starts opening the door, Beth comes there, due to which Harry gets scared and asking Beth to go back to that tent. He himself goes inside and starts checking. Then, he found a diary there, which had many pages, but before he could read anything, he came out on Beth's call. Then they saw that the cross which had fallen on the girl's grave earlier was now upright. Seeing this, both of them were surprised that who had done all this. They thought that maybe the boatman must have done this. After which they came back to the tent and slept outside it. But then when they woke up the next morning, they saw that someone had hung a lot of fish there. Seeing this, they were convinced that this could not be someone's prank. So now both of them got ready to leave from here. But then Beth saw that the satellite phone was missing from her bag. Beth panicked and said that what will we do now? Without a satellite phone, we cannot even call anyone for help. After which they found those men and went to them and started asking them about the phone, but they did not understand their language. So Harry started shouting at them, due to which both of them got angry and attacked Harry and started misbehaving with Beth. After which Harry and Beth go back from there. Then after a while, when those two men left from there, Harry and Beth went there and started searching for the phone in their bag, but they did not find the phone there either. After which Harry swam with great difficulty and reached their boat and tried to contact Jackson from the radio of that boat. But due to the bad radio signal, he could not get in touch, after which Harry started looking at the things kept on that boat. But then suddenly a man beat him and made him unconscious, and then brought him to the beach in an unconscious state. After a while it becomes night, and we see that that man had tied Beth and Harry to a tree, after which a man comes to Beth and starts misbehaving with her. But then the other man heard some sound from the forest, so both of them went to the forest to check it. Then seeing the opportunity, Harry somehow freed himself and Beth, and both of them hid in the forest. But then they started hearing firing and the voices of those two men from the forest. And then Beth and Harry saw that one of those men was injured, after which, out of fear, that man took the boat and left from there. Then in the morning, Beth got up first and followed the blood of that injured man and reached that house. She picked up that diary from inside the house and started reading it. But then there was a woman there. Harry also came. Beth told him that whatever happened with those two men last night is written in this diary. It is also written in it that many years ago, a girl named Coral came here and got stuck for some reason. But the 7 men present here found her alone and did bad things with her, and then killed her brutally after torturing her a lot. But after dying, that girl returned as a spirit and started taking revenge from those people one by one. So now whoever comes to this island, that spirit does not let him go back alive. Especially she hates men a lot, and she gives them a very painful death. But on hearing this, Harry starts laughing because he did not believe in all these things, and he goes from here calling this diary nonsense. But Beth believed in this diary, so she quickly collected sea snails and started decorating Coral's grave with it. But then she heard someone crying inside the house, so she went inside the house to check. On the other side, Harry was sitting on the beach listening to songs, and then he felt someone's presence behind him. He turned back and went to the house. When he looks, there is no one there. Then at night, Beth tells Harry that Coral's spirit is really present here, but Harry still did not believe her. He says that if Coral's spirit kills innocent people coming to this island, then how are you and I still alive? After which both of them argue a lot on this matter and then go to sleep. Then at night, Harry suddenly wakes up after seeing a scary dream, and then Beth also wakes up after seeing it. After this, both of them take a torch and look outside the tent. There were 2 more new graves made there, seeing which both of them get very scared. Then, the next morning, both of them were sitting on the beach, where Beth was still crying out of fear. On top of that, their satellite phone was also missing, due to which they were not able to leave from here, even if they wanted to. Then suddenly, they see a plane above, after which they start collecting dry wood to light a fire so that they can signal the planes passing by. But then Harry hears the ring of the satellite phone there. He follows that sound and reaches that house. The phone was inside that house, and he gets scared seeing how this phone came here. Then when Harry tries to make a call from that phone, he hears the same voices as when those 7 men were doing bad things with Coral. Coral was screaming loudly, but those people still did not stop. Hearing all this, Harry gets very scared and throws that phone down. But then Coral comes there. Seeing this, Harry gets scared. Then Coral kills Harry with a knife and disappears in the darkness. On the other hand, Beth sees that Harry has not returned yet, and it was about to get dark. Then she takes a torch and comes inside that house searching for him. But when she does not find Harry there either, she starts going out. But then she sees that Harry's dead body was hanging on Coral's grave. Coral had killed him very brutally. Seeing this, Beth falls unconscious there. Then, when she regains consciousness the next morning, she sees that Harry's dead body is not there. She quickly runs to the beach and collects matchsticks. She starts setting the wood on fire, but then she sees Coral standing on the sea, seeing which Beth starts going towards her. She shouts at her and asks, "What do you want?" And during this time, her foot falls on the stonefish, due to which she starts shouting due to pain. But somehow she comes back to the beach and falls down. She knew that she was going to die in half an hour. And then she starts remembering all the beautiful moments spent with Harry. Then in the next scene, we see that 10 days have been completed, and now Jackson comes there to take Beth and Harry. But when he reaches the beach, he sees 2 graves near the tent, after which he reaches the same house while searching for both of them. Where he sees that diary, he picks it up and starts reading it. During this time, Beth comes and stands behind him, who had actually died, and her grave was near Coral's grave, which meant that now she had also become a spirit. And now whoever comes here, Beth's spirit will kill him. And friends, this story ends with this. It ends here.